All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome everybody to another live video, another day of Instagram. Well done today. We're going to talk about it. We're going to debrief it. We're going to go through a few things. We've got a few examples that Paul has pulled out with the ambassadors. Just very quickly talking about the ambassadors. Thank you very much to Ger, to Tracy behind the scenes, who has been helping, and to all everybody that I see who's helping answering questions in the group. It's fantastic to see when somebody is in trouble, and if Paul or I or Tracy or Ger haven't been able to get to it, then there's been so many cool people that have helped. So if you could do me a massive favor on the live video, if you just scroll at the bottom where you got your phone to the right, hit that love heart emoji button as many times as possible. That would be fantastic, just to show some love and appreciation to everybody. Hopefully you are all seeing this okay. This is why, if you know anybody that should be on the live, that isn't on the live, go ahead and tag them right now in the comments below. I can see that we've got a lot of people with us. Hello, one and all. People are getting in your numbers, guesses for Spin the Wheel. Talking about Spin the Wheel, last night, I think it was number 3. And we pulled all the numbers, put them into a hat, and then Berta Patalan won. So Berta, congratulations. I've reached out to you via email. And Berta won, and this is a really cool one. Every single day, I'm going to tell you, the prizes get better and better. So Berta won a coaching call, a Zoom coaching call with the fantastic Rose Tipka. And Rose specializes in working with influencers. And she's got a fantastic business in America. She has got, I want to say 6 kids. 6 kids? I think 5 or 6 kids. There's a lot. And they are all coming over to England next week, which is fantastic. I'm excited to meet as many of them as possible. But Rose has got a fantastic business. It's Your Family's Place. Do go and check out the Instagram, Your Family's Place. And she has really grown her business over the last, I'd say, 18 months by working with social media influencers. The way that she goes about acquiring these influencers is unbelievable, and she's put together a little video that she's done very kindly for the Boostly Team Boostly members, which everybody in Boostly will know what I'm talking about. But she's also very kindly offered to do a one-on-one call and offer that up as a prize, and so that's what Berta has won, which is amazing. So I've introduced them. They're going to go have that. Now, there's another cool prize today. I'm not going to announce what it is. It's going to continually get better. But let's go ahead and play that version of today's of Spin the Wheel. So you have got exactly 1 minute to get in your guesses between 1 and 10. So go ahead and put it in the chat. Okay. And let me share my screen. It's not this one. Spin the wheel here. All right, so get your guesses in between 1 and 10. 1 and 10. We've had 5 and we've had 3 so far. It's totally random what the wheel will bring, but it's cool to see so many people joining us today, joining us live. We are going to go and get Paul on screen very soon, but before we do that, let's spin this wheel. All right, you've got 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I thought it was going to be number 3 then. I thought it was going to be number 3 again, but it's not. It's number 2. So I know we definitely have a 2. I can definitely see a 2. So you know the drill by now, but I will say it again. If you have got the lucky number, that does not mean that you are instantly a winner. What you need to do is you need to head over to Instagram, open up your Instagram DMs, and do it very, very soon. Make sure that you hit the message button, come and find at Boostly UK. You should know how to spell Boostly by now. It's literally on my chest. And put UK on the end and go ahead and send me a message and say, Mark, Wednesday, I'm number 2. I guessed it. I'll take all the names. I'll put it in the breakfast bowl in the morning. The boys will pick out a winner before school, and I'll reach out to you at some point to let you know what your fantastic prize is. So you should all know what to do for that one. Right, let me come back and share the screen of the group very quickly. All right, so hello to Donnell, hello to Gunther, hello to Karen. Hello to Haro, everybody. Lovely to see you. All right, so today we're going to be digging into this video here. How to funnel viewers from your profile page to the link in the bio. So let's do it. Let's go and bring in the main man himself. Paul, welcome. Let's just test. Is your microphone working?
Yeah, it's working fine.
we are all good. We are all good. All right. So quickly then, talk about today. Talk about the importance of why you brought it into today, into the training. And then what we'll do is after you've done that, we'll bring up the 2 examples and we'll just quickly discuss them.
Cool. So everyone really put in an enormous effort. Again, best part of 500 comments. Everyone really embraced this. And I knew it was going to happen. The biggest challenge was trying to cram down everything that we as hosts want to tell our next potential guests into such a little tiny box. And I know it's not easy. I've been through it myself. I go through it with my one-on-one clients and I repeat it for myself maybe every 3 or 4 months, something along those lines. And one of the reasons why yesterday's homework appeared to be very straightforward, but was actually deceptively difficult, was because the key to today and everything that follows is forcing your focus onto one individual, and then everything else will flow. So we always want to talk about how many stars we've got, the reviews we've got, all our amenities. We want to appeal to as many people as we can, right? Because we want heads on beds. But the trick with all things Instagram and content marketing is to adopt what I've come to call the mini skirt rule. And that is to only have, or basically to have everything as short as possible to grab and hold attention, but it needs to be long enough to cover the essentials. And it's a very fine balance. So those of us who have managed already to narrow the ideal guest down very finitely will be those who are most able to target them with more precision. And as we see, as the week goes on, they'll be best placed to really enhance the discoverability of their content. It's difficult, but it is fundamental. And the secret is to be brutal. What most people really struggle with is actually a little bit with yesterday's homework and the transition from a target market to a single individual. And I find with my coaching clients that my example of my high season Max works really well. So I'm in Oxford City. I have 3 target markets. One of the largest ones is university, so it's academics. Now, before I started doing this, 2 or 3 out of every 10 academic, if they checked out and had a fairly permanent accident as they crossed the London road, I wouldn't have batted an eyelid. They were rude, they were obnoxious, took no time to know me or anything along those lines. And then Max arrived, and Max was an academic, and he was a wonderful man. And I used him. He's a very camp English professor, and I used him, and he would love to hear me say I polished him off. I narrowed him down. I improved upon him. So whenever I'm creating content or reworking my bio or looking at my highlights, whether or not it's Instagram or Facebook or Twitter or any of the platforms, for my high season, I'm always talking to Max. And that's not to exclude other academics, but it's to try and attract as many Maxes as I can and those who are similar. So the challenge lies very much from moving from target market to an ideal guest. But that then very much continues into being very brutal and very specific, and having to cull a lot of things that you do want to say and really focus on the really important ones to get those 30 characters for the bold bit, your name, and the 150 characters before you get the call to action. But it is hard, and I congratulate anyone who has achieved it. And to be honest with you, one of the reasons why I wanted people to put in what they had and what they're suggesting they do is to see that change, and for people to visibly see, actually, that does look punchier, that does look snappier. If I saw that, I know it was talking exactly to this person, and that's what we're trying to achieve.
Yeah, I've seen it with so many people, and I like the way how you got everybody to bring their bio into the group, a before and an after. I like that because you can instantly see some wins here. But I want to talk about a win and just literally proof in the pudding, which was Gigi's. I brought the image and the screenshot on the screen, so everybody should be able to see it. But for those that are struggling because it's a bit low, let me just sort of read it out. So Gigi came in and did it absolutely correctly with the hashtag help, so Paul and everybody could see it. Our category is vacation home rental, but when I do a search for vacation home rental in our city, our account doesn't show up. And then in the next comment, Gigi put, fixed it. It was the name. I changed that for better keywords, and now we show up. So can you just quickly explain the problem that Gigi was happening? What did she do, and why does it work?
So I've looked at so many of these. I don't remember specifically the words that Gigi used, but the category is the kind of grayed out bit that sits under the bold. So the bold bit is your name, category is the grayed out bit, and that's quite a generic bucket. And then after that, you have your 3 or 4 lines of your bio, who you host, how you host them, so your unique selling points, and then the call to action. So what Gigi had done was she had a category set to vacation home rental, and then she did a search, and she didn't crop up. And she's like, hang on a minute, I'm supposed to be discoverable. Then she went back to the name, and what I see a lot of, well, previously, a lot of hosts historically will have their name exactly the same as their @handle. So it'll be, I don't know, Fly Away Villas, as opposed to short-term rental vacation villas. And as soon as Gigi changed her name and she searched for vacation home rental in wherever Gigi's from, she was just right up there. Done.
Right.
And so this demonstrates that when the algorithm is looking to find content that matches, or find an account that matches a search term or a search phrase, it's that bit in bold that it will go to first. And Gigi demonstrated this perfectly.
Let me just add in Berta's comment. I just added vacation home rental category today. I didn't even know it was an option. So thank you. So this is the whole part of the week. You don't know what you don't know. Paul knows this inside out, and he's just sharing his knowledge so you can take it and apply it and get the wins on the back of it. Now, let's go on to the next one. Now, this is a big one because this is also revealing a brand new Instagram feature that came out yesterday, but we're going to talk about it today. And it will impact you, which is a good thing. But Paul's going to give his opinion on it as well. So I'm giving you the teaser. Let me just bring it up here. So this is Helen, fantastic Helen over in Competa in Spain. The bio's there, and then she put underneath it, doing this has made me think about having the link direct to my website instead of Linktree. But I like my Linktree bio when I click on it. Thoughts, please. So obviously the benefits of Linktree is you can have more than one link on a web page. It's a very cool little thing to use and do. And, obviously everybody has one, uses them, and we've talked about the benefits of doing so. But talk to me very quickly and talk to everybody. Number 1, what is the brand new Instagram feature? Number 2, would you use it? Number 3, what do you advise?
So I'm just going to head that off a little bit. So for those of you who don't know what a link tree is, or a link in bio tool is, it's essentially you have one link in your Instagram and it goes through to a little landing page, and you can send people in lots of different directions. And that was created because Instagram only permitted one link. Very late night before last, Adam Mosseri, who's the CEO of Instagram, announced that worldwide everyone will be able to have up to and including 5 links in their bio. Now, I've had 2 coaching calls today, and someone mentioned it to me yesterday, and everyone's like, ooh, I can point people in lots of directions. That's fine. However, there are 2 things to bear in mind. Number 1 starts with a little example. My boy Cameron is 6. If I say to Cameron, you've got 20 minutes to watch TV, and I sit him in front of Netflix with a remote control, he'll spend 18 minutes dithering and then 2 minutes freaking out and having a meltdown because he hasn't watched any TV. If I give him 2 DVDs and say, Cameron, you've got 20 minutes, pick one, he'll pick one. The danger of having too many links, either in a landing page or a link tree or direct ME, one of those landing pages, is that you can overwhelm people with choice. They're already arriving, having been overwhelmed with content from all the different platforms, all the TV, all the radio, everything is overwhelming. If you give them very limited decisions and you direct them, again, with precision, and you're brutal, yes, you might have a blog. Yes, you might have a site that shows all your glorious awards and reviews and stuff. But what you really want is people to hit that link that goes to your booking page. So it should be available for everybody. I would hesitate to rush at it simply because of that point. And the second point being, consumers of Instagram know what it means when someone says, see my link in bio. They know what to do when they arrive at a landing page. They won't necessarily know what to do when they're presented with 5 lines of text or 4 lines of text, behind which is a URL, and sends them out. So at the moment, I'm just sitting back. and I'm watching it, I got very excited, and I thought, well, hang on, hold your horses, because people do get very excited. We saw that with the homework today. People like, yay, homework, let's go, let's go, let's go. Either didn't read the homework and the content or didn't watch the video thoroughly. And there were a lot of questions that could have been answered if everyone just slowed down a little bit. So it is exciting. It is new, but handle with care.
Good. Absolutely. I mean, even though you've got 5 links, you don't have to use them. So very good. Do go play with it. How do you find it? You got to go to profile. Is that right? Edit profile and links. And that's how you find all those lovely places to send people to.
Profile, edit profile, links, add link, add link, add link. I wouldn't yet.
Yeah. There you go. All right. Really good day. Any final thoughts before I give people a little teaser of what's coming tomorrow? Because I'm really excited about tomorrow. So any final thoughts on today before we close the chapter on Wednesday, before we start to look at Thursday?
The most important thing that people need to remember moving through the rest of the week is that slow is smooth and smooth is fast. Take your time. We are still ramping up. You're in for you're in for a treat. You're in for a ride, but just take it easy. Done is better than perfect. Take your time. You can always rewind the videos. You can pause them. They'll be there. There's no need to rush at any of this. And I'm going to do a quick plug for myself, if you don't mind, Mark.
Go for it. It's
every Wednesday, I publish an Instagram story with a question box, and people can ask me anything they want in that box about leveraging Instagram into the marketing for the accommodation. That went live at 1 o'clock. It will die at 1 o'clock tomorrow. I always answer each and every question. It can be brutal. It can be candid. But if you've got any pressing, burning questions, bang them in there, because I really want to get a load of engagement from that. It'd be absolutely wonderful to see all your bits and pieces questions. People ask about highlights and this, that today. We're very much on a track. So that will be your opportunity to ask things that are a little bit outside of this course.
Go on. And where is the link? How do people find you?
So find at the Social Media Hotelier on Instagram. In the top left of my profile is my picture. Tap that and it will take you straight to the stories. It should be the next one.
Easy. All right. So you know what to do. So when you're over on Instagram as well, do make sure that you're following the Social Media Hotelier, and go and check out his stories. Every Wednesday, Ask Me Anything, which is obviously a really cool feature to have as well as part of Instagram, and try and think how you could do something similar on your Instagrams as well, because people do watch your Instagram. There could be your future potential guests sat there right now. And if you start doing Ask Me Anything sort of questions, someone may go, how do I make a booking? Which is the reason why we do all of this malarkey, is that you can turn a looker into a booker. Tomorrow's going to be a big one. So I want you to be ready, because it's going to go up at 7 a.m. UK time tomorrow. And for the first ever time, we're going to be combining two of my loves and passions, Instagram and ChatGPT. It's going to culminate together into what you're going to watch and do tomorrow. And it's got a reason behind it as well. We know that ChatGPT has become a bit of a buzzword, and AI and all that fancy stuff since January. But now it's how can we use this fantastic technology and put it into our day-to-day? And this is what you're going to be learning and doing tomorrow. So like Paul says, don't rush it. Take your time. These videos are going nowhere. They're staying in the group. We may be closing the group at the end of the week, but you will still be able to watch all of the videos after the group is closed. When I say closed, I mean comments are closed. So you can come back on it at any time. So tomorrow is a big day. Make sure you are all with us at 8:30. UK time tomorrow, whatever that time is around the world for you, because we're going to debrief and go into there. And I've got so much more to show you tomorrow. I'm really excited. All right, everybody. Final thing that I want for you to do. Jump into the live video on the emojis. Show Paul some love in the comments. Say thank you. Go jump over to his Instagram. And we will be back tomorrow. Thank you very much. I hope you are really enjoying this. And I really hope that you're getting something from it. Doesn't matter how big your win is or what your biggest aha or takeaway has been so far. If you are watching this that isn't in our Facebook group and you want to be a part of it and you haven't yet seen any of the videos, it is not too late to register. Send me a message on Instagram. Send me a message on whatever social media you're watching this on. Send me a DM and I'll give you the link. Come and join in. We have got over 800 members in the group, which is great. And there's been tonight over 200 people watching in live. This is the most engaged training that we have ever done. So thank you so much to you. Give yourselves a pat on the back. And please keep sharing and spreading the word about what we're doing, because we're just getting started. Ta-da, everybody.
Having a blast, gonna get it on the Bruce Lee podcast. Bruce Lee like Bruce Lee, cause it's so hard and the T is loose leaf. Making up those rhymes, don't write it, just do it loosely.